Hey guys, how you doing? So the watch that I got for you today is the Amazfit T-Rex 3. At half of the price of the new Garmin Fenix 8, you have the same, if not a longer battery life, a very durable design and great GPS tracking. So today we will check out all the features this watch has to offer, and let's start with the specs, the price and the design. The Amazfit T-Rex 3 is definitely not an expensive sport watch. You can get this one already for around 300 euros over here in Germany. Other outdoor sport watches with similar features like the new Garmin Fenix 8 cost up to 1,000 euros, which is more than 3x of the T-Rex 3. This watch right here is only available in one color, and this is this standard all black version. It has a super large plastic stainless steel case with 48.5 millimeters. It's way too big for my taste, but I guess you can call it normal for a rugged sport watch. It is also very chunky with 13.5 millimeters. I would say no one would like to sleep with this watch on his wrist. Now on each corner of the watch you will find a button. The two on the left side are for scrolling up and down. Bottom right will take you to your app menu, and the upper right one opens up your workouts. But the up and down and the SEL button can be customized in your settings. So by long pressing the up and down button, you will open up some of your apps that you have on your watch. So the 69-gram smartwatch is water resistant up to 10 ATM, and you can even do some diving with this one up to a depth of 45 meters, which is actually 5 meters deeper than the new Huawei Watch GT5 Pro. The T-Rex 3 has a large 1.5-inch AMOLED display protected by Gorilla Glass, and the screen is a bit covered by the edges of the watch case, and it doesn't sit 100% flush with the rest of it. Now as for your straps, it's a pretty sturdy and not too flexible 22mm silicone strap, and there is no way to remove the strap. This one is screwed to the case, plus there aren't any extra straps that you can even buy for this watch. Now as for last, you need to know that this watch is compatible with Android and iOS smartphones, but some features only work in combination with an iOS and some only work with an Android smartphone. So in the beginning I mentioned the battery life, and boy, this one is good. On your typical everyday usage, this one lasts a whole month, but that's without the always on display mode. Now if you toggle this one on, and if you have a more heavy usage, the T-Rex 3 still lasts up to 13 days, which is just insane. I cannot think of a smartwatch or a sport watch that lasts this long with the always on display mode activated. And we still haven't talked about the battery life in the different GPS modes. In the accurate GPS mode, which is the best that you can get on this watch, this sport watch lasts up to 42 hours, which is more than good enough for a hiking trip on a weekend. It lasts up to 72 hours with the power saving mode and up to 180 hours with the max GPS settings. By the way, charging this watch is a little bit on the slower side, as it takes a full 3 hours for a full charge, but I guess since you only have to do it once a month, it's okay for me. Now even though we have a rugged smartwatch, the T-Rex 3 also has some smart features, and the first one that I would like to mention is the AI voice assistant. Now this one is not just a normal voice assistant. With this one you can control your whole smartwatch. If it's opening up your sport watch or starting it, you can start your workouts like your running, cycling or whatever workout. You can change your watch face with the voice command, reply to messages even though this one only works with an Android smartphone. And of course you can also do the normal stuff like looking up the weather or search for a person on the internet. The only thing that you need to know is that you will get no images and the text shows up a little bit slow, but that's really the only bad thing I can say about the voice assistant. Another new feature is the night display. You can toggle this feature on manually or schedule a time for it, and you have 3 different colors. By default it is set to red, but you can also change it to the colors green and orange, and these colors are supposed to help you see a bit better when it's dark and have less strain on your eyes over the longer time. And talking about that, you also have an always on display mode on this watch, and you can either choose a different always on display style. Overall there are 6 different that you can choose from, or you can go with one that follows the style of your watch face. Something I have also never seen on a smartwatch is that you can also change the color style of your watch. It is set to vivid by default with more poppy colors, or you can go with some more natural styles if you want to. Now as for your watch faces, you got 10 by default, and some are also customizable. Not by a lot, but you can change the complications on your watch face and then interact with those directly from your home display. Now like on every smartwatch, you also have a large watch face store on the Zap app. You got all kinds of styles, starting from some analog and digital watch faces. You can use your own pictures of your photo gallery as a background, and there are even some games. Now I found this bullet cowboy game, and it actually works like Flappy Birds, but I guess you can play around with it if you're really bored. I also like that you have an extra section just for some customizable watch faces. Like this, you don't have to look for them anymore. Now, you have an app store with a decent amount of apps to choose from. Nothing big like Spotify or any other big apps that you know from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. But you got a few fitness apps over there. You got games, to-do lists, or the camera remote, even though this one only works if you have an iPhone. You also have a lot of other small features, like you can control your music from your smartwatch, you can go back a track, you can skip a track, you can play and pause, and you can adjust the volume. Now there is a stopwatch, timer, and an alarm. You have a compass and barometer, of course, calendar, ZPay, and you got a weather app. Now this one you will see the weather for the next few hours and the next 5 days, plus you see if it's a good day for any outdoor activities, to go fishing or to wash your car. And I guess I should also mention that you can do some voice memos as well, but since you have no speakers on this watch, you need to have earbuds to listen to your voice memo. Alright, up to your health tracking. So let's start with your heart rate sensors, and this is one of the big improvements to the Amazfit Ultra or all of the other T-Rex watches. This one is finally accurate, as I was comparing it with my Garmin chest strap. This one will also track your resting heart rate and heart rate range for the day, heart rate zones, and then you can also set a heart rate alert for high and low heart rates. But this one will only work if it tracks every minute instead of every 10 or 30 minutes. There's an all-day SpO2 tracker, stress tracking, you got the readiness, which reveals if your body's prepared for the new day, and the one-tap measuring. On one tap, it will measure your heart rate, your stress, and SpO2 level, and also your breathing rate. As well as we got the sleep tracker, and this one seems to work alright. The sleep duration is correct and the time that I went to bed and woke up as well. It also tracks your deep and light sleep as well as your REM and awake time. It tracks your breathing quality, respiratory rate, and it also detects naps if you happen to fall asleep during the day. And then in the end, you can log your mood and the pre-sleep state. Next we have the activity tracking and the built-in GPS, and this military-grade rugged sport watch is pretty good when it comes to the GPS. Once you start the GPS, it takes a few meters until it gets more accurate. I definitely had some more deviations in the beginning, and after a few minutes the lines were very accurate. They were very straight and not as shaky anymore, and honestly, compared to the new Apple Watch, I like this one a little bit more, and compared to the Garmin Fenix 8, I think they are almost equally good. The Fenix 8 only has this slight advantage, but it's very minimal. You can also download maps of your region and other areas and transfer them to your watch. Just download them in the Zap app and it will automatically copy them to your watch. You can change the radius of the map and you can choose different map views as well. As for your workouts, you've got the basic workouts that you have on every Amazfit smartwatch. You have some stuff like running, walking and cycling. You got swimming and water sports, dancing, combat, and there's diving as well. You got outdoor and indoor free diving and also spearfishing. Within your workouts, you also have different settings to play around with. You can do some interval workouts, select the water type if it's sea or freshwater. You have a virtual pacer and cadence assistant. You can change your data page and swap out the metrics with other ones that are more important to you and your workout. And you can create a route on your Zap app and have it on your watch. And guys, there we have it. That's the Amazfit T-Rex 3. Like always, you will find the links to the watch down below in the description. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more tech reviews. And I guess with that one being said, I will see you in the next one. Peace.